Reincarnation is a popular idea at the moment. There are 5 reasons why it's not true. First one, the population isn't staying the same. If a person is to die and then go into another body, you'd expect the population to be staying about the same. But we see the population of the earth has grown and grown and grown, and so it doesn't fit with reincarnation. Even with animals, there's actually more animals on this earth today than there ever has been. Where are these new souls coming from? Doesn't seem to fit with reincarnation. Second reason, we don't have any memory of a past life. The whole point of reincarnation is that you made some mistakes in this life, and therefore you've got to have another life to redo it and maybe get a bit of punishment for what you did bad in the past life. But if you don't know what you did wrong in your past life, what's the point of coming back? You can't really improve. You know, with trial and error, if you make a mistake in one way, you can say, okay, I won't make that mistake again in the future. But trial and error only works if you know what mistakes you made before. And so without the memory of a past life, you can't improve. So the whole point of reincarnation then would be purposeless. Third reason, justice isn't done. You see, justice only works if you know what you've done wrong and you're going to know that you're getting punished for it. Now, if you just have another life, you're thinking, okay, this is what life's about. Maybe you were born in a poor environment. You'll just think that's what life's about. You won't see it as, I've done something wrong before. In fact, you don't even know what you've done wrong before. So justice isn't really done. And we all have a sense of justice, which is instilled from us, from our Creator, which shows that it's not going to be reincarnation after we die. It would make more sense. There's a day of judgment. If we end up in a place of punishment, we're fully aware of why we're there and that we're getting punished. Fourthly, a personal identity problem. If you have no memory of a past life, you don't have the same body as your past life, basically every part of you is different. How exactly is it you? You see, imagine this. Imagine if you had a book you borrowed from the library. You return the book and they decide to shred that book into little pieces and then use the materials to create a new book with a new title, new story, different author. If someone was to say, this book is the same as the book before, just a reincarnated version of it, you'd be like, no, it's not. Different author, different storyline, nothing really is the same. And so if you have a new body, new identity, there's nothing you remember from your past life, then it's not really you if you get reincarnated. And so that brings me then to the 5th reason of why reincarnation is not true. And this comes ultimately from the Bible. Hebrews 9:27 is a really good verse to show why reincarnation is not true. It says in that verse, it is appointed unto a man once to die, and after that comes the judgment. So you don't have many lives here over and over and over again. You live once, and then there's a day of judgment to come, and then your destination is permanent, either heaven or hell. Many people are attracted to reincarnation because they think, hey, what I do now doesn't really matter. I'll get another life later on, I can refix it there. The reality is this is your only life you have here before you face God in judgment. And so that is why people better come to Jesus, put their trust in Him, that He's paid for their sin, so that they don't have to face the punishment for the wrong things that they've done.